I was making tea earlier and it just hit me how much motherhood changes you even in ways no one talks about. I don't know why, but today just feels like one of those days where you need to talk to someone. So I'm talking to you. There was a time when I was very fun loving, creative, and full of plans for my life. And then I became a mother, and slowly everything changed. I don't live in my home country. My parents are far away, and some days it feels like I'm doing this journey alone. The crying baby, the diapers, the food to make, the house to run, and my own feelings, quietly waiting at the back of my heart. There were days when I would give everything to my children, feeding, cleaning, holding, comforting. And then I would look at the clock and realize it was already afternoon, and I hadn't eaten, I hadn't sat, or checked in with myself. In my hardest days, I slowly started turning back to my faith. Some days I could only pray two prayers, but I prayed them with my whole heart. And somehow, those few moments became my place to breathe. I also started adhkars. I learned how powerful they are to make your life more peaceful. One day I heard something that stayed with me. It was about intention. That even the smallest work, when done with the intention of pleasing Allah, becomes something greater. So before I started my day, before I cleaned, I cooked, before I cared for my children, I began to whisper in my heart, Ya Allah, I'm doing this for you. And something changed. The same work felt lighter, the same tiredness felt softer. It gave my heart a quiet kind of peace, a sukoon I didn't know I needed. The guilt inside me slowly became lighter. I stopped telling myself you are doing nothing and started telling myself you are trying and Allah sees that. Before all of this, I had a career. I was a pharmacist. Motherhood changed my path completely. Two little lives that needed all of me. Some days I missed the person I used to be, the independence, the dreams. After my second child, I learned something small, but it's very powerful. I learned that I could sit down and eat even if my baby cried for a moment. I learned that taking care of myself did not mean I loved my children less. It meant I was becoming stronger for them. Also, to the mothers, please start taking your supplements, especially your vitamin D, folic acid, magnesium, magnesium glycinate at night time. This really helped me a lot, in multivitamins. If you cannot take multivitamin, you can take vitamin B12 also, and you will feel refreshed. And yeah, hydrate yourself, drink lots of water. After 8 years, I'm trying to begin again, learning to edit, learning to create, learning to believe that I still have something inside me. Some days it feels overwhelming, but inside all of that, there is also hope. To every young mother listening to this, I know the early years are heavy, but when you find even a small amount, put on an audio, a podcast, a long form informative video, listen, let something grow inside you while you are growing everyone else. Maybe this season of life isn't about becoming who I used to be. Maybe it's about becoming someone new, someone softer, someone stronger, someone closer to peace. If you are tired today, unsure, I want you to know you are not alone. You are becoming, and you are always welcome here. There is one thing I never really gave up. I still love getting ready just for myself. Not because I'm going somewhere, not because someone is waiting to see me, but because some days I want to look in the mirror and feel like me again. So I fix my hair, I put on some lipstick, some gloss, some blush, some mascara, and then I walk through my home, through the corridor, sometimes with my kids holding my hands. I take pictures, I make little videos, not for social media, not for anyone else, just for me. I know it might sound silly to some people, but for me, this is how I remind myself that I still exist. That I am not only a mother, not only someone who gives, I'm also someone who feels, someone who dreams. If this feels like something you needed today, you can stay here with me. And if you like to hear more quiet talks like this, you can subscribe and come back anytime. I will be here. Allah Hafiz.